everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back with another pick a card reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, I want to let you guys know, since I am outside today, you may hear some loud noises from like the traffic or kids or neighborhood dogs. My dog is also out here with me today, so please be mindful of that. And I'm doing this a little bit differently than normal, where I usually put up the picture and you can pick what group you feel drawn to. Today I'm going to have you guys pick what group, pick a number 1, 2, or 3, what group or groups you feel pulled to the most. And this video is focusing on what the Gemini New Moon that is taking place tomorrow, Friday the 22nd, is doing for you. What is it working to do for you? So I'm going to go ahead and get started, okay? Now, for my group number 1, we have the Magic Circle Protection, Dedication, 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 7 of Swords. And within this, guys, I see a lot of almost like being called to seclusion, because there is some things that you kind of have to work on kind of putting together, and really there's some things that are maybe coming up to the surface that you kind of have to like clear out and get out of the way, because if not, they're going to keep coming up and they're going to keep bothering you. If we can really look at the 7 of Wands, if you guys can see this man is defending, you know, his territory, his land against these alligators or crocodiles that are kind of coming up from the depths, coming up from beneath. And this is, you know, kind of the things that you keep kind of pushing down. And the spirit and this new moon is really working for you to kind of go within and review these things that are coming up from the depths, these things that are kind of heavy, that are just causing you to maybe have meltdowns, kind of fall over, kind of just not be with it, that you need to really start like confronting them. And this is coming from, you know, guidance straight from the divine, that we have the 7 of Swords here, and this is ruling seclusion. This is taking all of your thoughts and going into a separate space where there is not other people around and reviewing these thoughts. All of these swords that she is holding is a different thought, a different idea, something different that she's been doing. And when we have the protection card and dedication card, that you are falling into a place where what you're working on is protected. You are in a protected space. When we look at this, the magic circle is what you set up before you go into a space of doing magic, doing rituals, and things like that. So you are protected from anything evil or negative or outside influence. And this is what we're doing here, protecting from outside influence, anything negative, anything that is going to knock us off of our square, so we can be dedicated to work through these things that are coming up, because this is, like I said in the video for the Gemini New Moon, that there's an energy of clearing out the things that are outdated, that are causing you anxiety, all of these things, and that you're really being called to start to deal with them, start to get rid of them, confront them, and be able to move on to new things. And that's why we have the 7 of Swords as well with the Hierophant, because this is the almost like the advice or what it is that the energy of this new moon is trying to do for you. So make sure that you really, I don't want to say like seclude yourself in a way that you are like trapping yourself. No, that is not it, but you are taking the necessary time to go within and reviewing these things that are coming up. You know what they are, because they're already testing you. They're already testing the surface. They're already trying to challenge you or oppose you, whether it is, you know, people that you're having confrontations with, or yourself that you're having issues with, or whatever the case may be. There needs to be a place where you can go, where you feel protected, where you feel safe, where you feel vulnerable enough to be dedicated to working on these things that come up. And this is not always a process that is, you know, very pretty. So you want to make sure that you are secluded. You can do this within peace. So whatever it looks like for you, have to work through these things to get rid of whatever that you have to get rid of, to have the realizations that you need to have, that there must be this level of seclusion, this level of privacy, so you feel safe to do so. Okay, now this is what I am seeing for my group number 1s. For my group number 2s, we have the Watchtower of the North, Athame Boundaries, the Devil, the Tower, the Nine of Air, and karma. And I see this as a really, really big changing point for you. That this new moon in Gemini is working to be a very big changing point for you, i.e. the Tower card, because we are seeing breakdowns, but and things changing, but I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as really clearing out the things that are holding you back, that keep you confined, that keep you feeling bound, that keep you feeling in the dark, that keep you feel just like, where is the light? Feeling depressed, and also feeling like you need to escape or anything like that. All of these, all of these feelings, the things that have been causing these issues. I see this changing for you. I see things kind of breaking down, but not in a way that, it may be in your external environment, but I see things changing within you. Maybe it's perspectives. Maybe something happens along the way that changes your perspective. Maybe you're kind of put in with a new situation that you can see clarity. Okay, but nevertheless, this is because you're feeling the urge, you're feeling these changes, and these changes are happening within you and within your environment, because there is things that are dead that need to be cut out, not cleared out, they need to be cut out. That's why we have the athame. The athame is the witch's tool to cut through anything that she needs to do, whether she's cutting cords or she's, cutting some sort of, herbs or whatever the fact is. If she's drawing symbols to create energetic barriers, the athame is the tool to create boundaries as well as cut through boundaries. The athame can protect as well as cut through things and destroy them, and that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing that there's things that are dead that need to be cut out and gotten rid of, and these are the things that are holding you back. They may be anxieties, they may be people, they may be things that you need to confront. If you see that they're literally looking for something that they can't find, and this guy here is over the board and the devil is just reigning supreme, okay? But this is changing for you. This is changing, things are changing, okay? And this is, I almost feel like with the 9 of air, that it is almost like your time to soar, that all of these things that are down here, that all of these, maybe it's people that attack you, maybe it's just all of these things that just aren't conclusive in your environment. And I see this, this bird here leaving this environment. I don't have to stay here. Even if it is my home, I do not have to stay here any longer. And then when we're looking at the karma card, it's saying that this is time. It's time for these changes. It's time for these changes to solidify. And it's time for you to leave placements that are not healthy and not conclusive for you, no matter what it looks like. And sometimes some of our closest relationships, keep us down because we're afraid of what's going to happen if we leave somebody hanging, or if we move in a new direction, or maybe it's just that there is toxic situations and you don't see them as toxic because you love the person so much. But nevertheless, it's time for you to realize what it is that's keeping you down, cut that shit out, and leave the space that you're in. It is time for you to fly away and soar. Like literally, this karma card here is showing you it is time. It's not saying that these things, or you're having anxieties or whatever because of blah blah blah. No, it's saying that we have this life force symbol in these eyes, and then showing you that now is time. This is the time. This is the time within divine timing. It is time for you to move on, to soar, and to break free. Okay, and that is what I'm seeing for my group number 2s. For my group number 3s, we have the Scrying Mirror Shadow, Lady Goddess Feminine, the Queen of Swords, the Knave of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. And right here, I'm really seeing an emphasis on you feeling pulled to connect with your feminine energy. Okay, so again, this is being pulled to connect with your emotions, your desires, your intimate energy, the energies of sensuality. Okay, these are the energies. This is not, again, I always want to disclaim when we're talking about masculine and feminine energy, because society has placed so much on masculine as male and feminine as female, and that is simply not the case. Okay, but anyways, this is, it's coming up from the shadows. It's coming up from the depths. There's a big pull for you to really connect to your intuition and your desires and what it is that you want, what makes you feel good, what is sensual to you. Okay, now I feel like this is something quite different for you, because looking at the Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords, I can see this new moon as bringing on change. Bringing on change on, one, how you see things, but also I feel like this is how people see you. Like when we're looking at the King of Swords, he's looking up like, what is it? What is it that you need? And he's like, what I'm seeing him here, he's straightening his posture. And he's looking very, very reserved and very sharp. Okay, and this is something like, I feel like with this for you guys, for my group number 3s, is that there's a big change, and what it is that you, like the perspective that other people see in you, like the perspective that you have put out there that you want them to see. It's not like this mask that you're wearing. It's almost like you're ready to take it off. That sharpness and that rigidness of what it is that you want people to see, like that's starting to change. And this is because you want to tap into the more sensual side, that you can really like relax and flow and be free. And per the Queen of Swords shows that this has been on your mental state quite a lot, and it's not something that you might be really talking about. It might be something that you're very like keeping in, very reserved, or maybe you're like you're just mulling over the ideas because you're not necessarily sure on how it is that you're going to execute this. But the fact of the matter is that you need to kind of start just taking slow steps. When we have the Knave of Wands, you know, he doesn't always have all of the answers. He doesn't have most of the answers, but he's kind of going through and seeing what it is that he likes. The fact that it is the Knave of Wands here, this is acting on passion and what feels good to you, heightening that sensual energy even more, that fiery passion and creation, what makes you flow, what makes you move without caring what is going on in the outside world. And you need to start by what it is literally that feels good to you. What it is that you're feeling pulled to, even if it is something that you've never even tried before. Try new things, because you are literally being asked to step away from what it is that you want people to see from you, and step away from that persona and start to be who it is that you truly are, and start to step in and actually enjoy that. Start to enjoy yourself. Start to enjoy being you, because nobody else is going to enjoy you if you don't enjoy you. They can't, because they don't fucking know you. Okay? No matter how much they think that they know you, they don't know you if you're not out here being you. And that just is what it is. Now, I hope that you guys have all... Sorry about that. I had an interruption, but I hope you guys have all received the messages that you need to receive, and that you get the clarity that you need. If anybody feels like they need a session specifically for themselves, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to work with you all. Everybody have a great day.